Hello and welcome to today's webinar. I'm your moderator, George Zarepsky, and I'll be talking through today's session. We also have the founders, Candace and Mark Perea, with us. Hello, guys.
Howdy.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so super duper exciting day today. We'll be sending out the emails to the people that were selected for our beta testing program. I am super stoked to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about removing devices and users from Aerēz. That's a new feature that we added over the last week. And then we're going to open it up to a Q&A session, as per usual. And if you're watching the recorded version, we still obviously want to have your questions and answer those for you. So please come by the website, aerez.net, aerez.net, and we'll answer any questions that you have. Just click on the chat bubble in the bottom right, and drop your message in there, leave your email address, and we'll get back to you with the answer to that if we're not online right at that moment. Okay, for those that are new to the product, Aerēz is a smart router that we've developed using existing high-end hardware, and then we added our own patent-pending software and algorithms. Aerēz allows you to pause the internet for any user or device on your network, or the whole network all at once with just the push of a button. It also comes stock with parental controls, notifications, and bandwidth management to give you that total control of your home network in an easy-to-use app. All right, so I'm super stoked. You probably heard in my voice, Candace. Let's talk about the beta. We're going to release the winners today. Tell us what they can expect. What's going to happen?
All right, so our beta winners will receive an email, and we need some vital information from them. So there's a link for them to go out and give us their shipping address. Once we have their information, we'll get the router configured, get their account set up, and then get it shipped out to the users. So we're hoping within about 7 to 10 days, you'll actually, from the time that you give us your information, you'll actually get your Aerēz router in the mail.
There we go. Unmute myself there so you can actually hear me. I was just saying, awesome. Super excited about that. I can't wait to get mine. I've been on the waiting list for like a year now. Been using this other hardware. I'm not going to name the names, but I can't wait to get mine and get it rolling. Awesome. Okay, so we may come back to that later with the Q&A session. But for now, let's go let's go into the removing devices and users. So let me switch my screen over to share that. And Candace, if you can go ahead and walk us through this.
Sure. So we added the features of being able to remove a device or remove a user from your interface. So if you want to jump into devices first, we can go into the list of devices. So basically, if you have a visitor in your home, a guest, and once they left, you don't want to see that device on your network anymore, or if you're in the process of trying to figure out which device belongs to who, and you want to maybe delete the inactive ones, this is the way you can do it. So you can pick, George, whatever device you want to remove, maybe pick an inactive one.
Yeah, let's take off my wife's her laptop there. Let's do that.
Okay, so it's basically just hit the remove device button. It should ask you, are you sure? And then you hit the remove to continue removing it. So when
It's important to note that that remove device doesn't remove the device from being able to communicate on the network. It just removes it from being seen by the user interface here.
Yep, so if a device comes back and connects with the network, it'll be back into the list again. But we do want to let you know that any rules that you've set up for that device will get deleted when you delete that device.
Okay, I get it. So let's say I have a tablet I'm not using for a while, and it's been off the network, but it's still showing up on my list. Maybe I gave it away to someone, or I don't ever plan on using it again. I can go ahead and remove it from the list just to kind of clean up my list.
Right. Yep.
Okay, awesome.
So let's jump into the users tab. And now say again you had a house guest who was visiting and you set up a user for that guest and added their devices to it. And they've left and you want to clean up your listing. So let's pick do you have a temp user or somebody that we can
We'll
play
use the
around
house.
with?
That's a
Okay.
user I was playing with. Yeah.
Okay. So if you scroll down, we should have a,
Oh, I didn't click the edit users.
oh, sorry, yep, on the edit user screen.
Oh, no, that's not the right spot. You're right. I'll let you do this part. Go ahead.
I think if you scroll down to the bottom, it's after the save. I know it's a bit of scrolling on this one.
Oh,
Yep, there
right.
it is.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's opposite of the save. So if we want to remove a user, we click the tab. Again, it'll just make sure that you want to remove the user, and it will not delete the devices assigned to this user. So if maybe you were letting grandma use the iPad and you had it child-proofed and maybe put bedtime blocker on it, when you remove the user, those rules will get removed from those devices, but the devices won't get deleted. So you can go ahead and remove the user. And it just deletes that.
Awesome.
So now, for example, if you had that iPad that grandma was using, the iPad would go back still be in the list of devices, but it would no longer have any rules that were associated with the user applied.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So that's a pretty straightforward use case there. I think you hit the nail on the head with, you have a guest come over, and they get on. Obviously, you don't want that guest list to just keep building up and up and up. So that's pretty useful. Helps keep our listing clean.
Well, especially with teenagers, you have a lot of teenagers that come over to the house. Teenage friends come over to the house. They connect to your Wi-Fi. You maybe set up a guest account for them, but then once they've gone, you can clean it back up again.
Super, super. All right, so I think the next thing on our list is to talk about Safe Search a little bit. Let me switch over to this device. And so this is our Aerēz search portal. That's what I'm dubbing it. That's what I'm going to call it.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you. So I know we have some content that we want to search for here. So when would this search window appear? How would this come up, Candace?
Okay, so one of the things that we've battled with our own kids is when they're doing research, we have the content filter. So, which means if a kid hits the Google search engine and there is content in there that we don't want them to see, when they click on the link, our content blocker blocks that link. But unfortunately, inside of the Google search engine, it's still showing some content that you probably think is inappropriate for kids, either in the web listing or in the images. So what we've done is used Google's API for custom search. And basically, it's the same Google search, we just filter out the inappropriate stuff. So if you have a user and that user is set to be child content filtered, what Aerēz will do is instead of directing that child's device to a Google search, they'll be directed to our safe search.
Mm.
So in the safe search, it's set up so that we can search for Kim Kardashian, since she's kind of popular.
Kim K, or is that what they call her?
That could be.
That. I'm not familiar. You know what? I put it on the clipboard earlier, so I'm just going to paste it. There you
go.
That's Kim Kardashian. All right, let's see what happens. Got crossed fingers here.
Yeah, I know.
I trust it.
So here in this Kim Kardashian search, you can see image clips and some news, and then we can swap over to the image tab, and it should be all pretty safe images.
Okay, my heart fluttered a little bit right there.
A little bit.
But no, all looks clean. Okay.
All right, so let's pretend that you're a teenage boy looking for Kim Kardashian porn.
Oh, you want me to put that on the end of this?
On the end of that.
Oh.
So crossing our fingers that we're not live streaming porn. So.
Oh. Win.
No results, and oh my God, the image.
Dare I tap?
Yeah. Looks
Okay,
pretty
another
good. Looks
flutter.
pretty good.
But no, it looks great. Awesome. Well, okay,
So,
this is great. This is definitely going to block out. If it blocked that, then it's going to block out anything that's accidentally put in as well. Then.
yeah, and what Google maintains a URL that you can go to submit any content that might be getting past our Google Safe Search. So we'll include some of that information in our support pages in our FAQ that if, for example, you get on the Safe Search and there's something inappropriate, we can go ahead and submit that to Google and it'll be flagged as inappropriate content.
Okay, so even though this is working great for our tests, people inevitably try to find ways to get around it. And if that
Sure.
does happen and we notice it, then we can report it and make sure our list is maintained. So a little bit of computer intelligence and some actual human interaction to make sure
Right.
we keep our kids and our families safe from these things. Okay, great. Um, Mark, I was going to ask you if you had anything to talk about, but I know you're getting over this super sickly strep throat thing, so you can just nod or shake your head if you have anything to say.
I don't have much this week. Like I said, I was recovering here from being sick. I would note that the Safe Search feature is about half implemented at this point. It'll be in the system by the time the beta goes out. But for our current trial users, it's not currently all the way done and implemented on your devices yet. We're still shipping that out this week.
Okay, awesome. And Candace, any final words for you?
Yeah, on that note, we've had trial users let us know that there's a bug in our image upload. So I'm in the process of fixing that. I think the issue is if a file size is too large or the image size is too large, it errors when you try to upload it. So I'm working on the image resize code that should hopefully make that all better.
Okay, awesome. Well, Mark, you reminded me with your words that yeah, we are done with the beta signups, and now we're going live with beta. So as you said, Candace, in the beginning, we'll be shipping soon. I'm really excited about that. Things are about to get really busy for you guys. Mark, got to get better soon, bud, because you're doing all the network engineering portion of the setup. And Candace, I know you're working on all the account stuff. So definitely going to be really busy. Are we still going to have a webinar next week? You guys going to be able to get your head up above water a little bit for that?
I think so. I think it's good for us to take the break, get our minds out of the programming, and give everybody updates. Hopefully, next week we'll have a good update on when the product is going to ship, so that we can let our beta testers know. Also, be watching for an email after you do the beta registration form. Be watching for an email from us with username and password and URL to log into Aerēz.
Awesome, cool. All right, well, I don't see any questions in the Q&A portion, and I don't have any on standby, so I think we will bypass that this week. But again, to all our viewers, thank you for coming out and checking us out. Please take advantage of the newsletter. We're going to have a lot of valuable information in there. Again, if you have any questions and you're watching this, the recorded version, please do drop by our website, aerez.net, and there's a chat bubble right on the bottom right. We'll probably prompt you first. Just shoot your question or comment or anything in there. And I'm looking forward to interacting with all the beta users. I'm your customer support guy, customer satisfaction professional, so I will be dealing with you all as we do this onboarding process, and we're looking forward to it. Should be fun. Great. All right. Well, I guess that's it until next week,
All
and we'll
right.
see you guys then.
All right. Have a
Bye.
great week. Bye.